Hi everyone, hopefully everything is going well. So this next 2 weeks, we're going to work on creating a Christmas card. But before we do that, we need to learn how to use Google Slides to create our Christmas card. So let's get started. We will be going to Google Slides. So the way you access it will be through New, Google Slides, the yellow one, selected. And the first thing with any assignment is we put a title because we don't want everything to be called Untitled Presentation. So you click up at Untitled Presentation and you can backspace or just start typing. And we call it your room number. So let's say you are Philip Brown 49 or Mr. Ann Hernandez 47. Or Mrs. Cox 45. So depending on the class, you're going to put your room number. So I'll just use an example for Mrs. Philip Brown. And then your name. We're going to make up a name, Maria. And we're going to call it Christmas card. And I used the shortcut Xmas card. So we don't have to write Christmas all the way out. So that's how we normally write Christmas, is Christmas, C-H-R-I-S-T-M-A-S card. And then you press enter once the title is ready. Once the title is ready, then we go out to here where it says theme, and we X out of this because you will not need any themes. I do not want themes, so 0 themes. The next step is we're going to go to layout. When you click it, we choose blank. We want just a blank canvas, and I'm going to call it canvas because it's the drawing board, for artists. Okay. So, some of the things that we talked about in class about Christmas, for example, lights and Santa's sled and Christmas cookies and the milk and Christmas trees and chimneys and stockings, all kinds of ideas that we threw out there and we put on our ideas sheet. Then we'll take those and make our Christmas card. So I'm going to start a very simple Christmas card so that you get an idea of oh, so that's how you do it. I'm not going to draw everything because I'm going to leave that up to your imagination and your creativity. So let's get started. The first thing you do is we're going to be using shapes. This is the most used area during Google Slides when we do our Christmas card. It's the most important, besides the colors. So I'm going to start here with shapes. We usually go here, but you can find many shapes that you can use to create your Christmas card. Now, some things will need more than one shape, like a Christmas tree is going to need several shapes. Or the snowman's going to need several shapes. So you can't just do one snowball and you're going to call that a snowman. No, be as creative. Your limitation is only the one you put on yourself. So I'm going to start with the basic background. I'm going to draw some snow, and then a Christmas tree, and maybe a snowman if I have enough time. So here we go. For the snow, you have to think about what you want for your snow, your setting, like the mountains, the lake, etc. I'm just going to make a little tiny curvy hill. So what I do is I take this one, I click it, and I'm just going to draw. Since I want it across my paper, I'm going to draw from this line to this line. So I'm going to click and hold it, and then draw my shape to the other side, and then bring it down to the corner there. Since it's upside down, we don't want that unless you feel like that's the way you want it. There's this little blue button. It's like a steering wheel. You take and you click it, and then you can move the shape around. It's kind of hard. It takes a lot of control on your part. And you might have to do it in several turns, and you might have to move it. To move something, you click on that blue line, and you move it. Now if you click on this little box, you're going to make it bigger. Maybe you want it bigger, maybe you want it smaller. But this right here, this little steering wheel dot, is to move it around. When you see 180, you're practically straight. See that? Now once you're done flipping it around, you can bring it down, and I would set it right on that bar on the border. If you draw outside, your Christmas card is not going to print things outside your border. So you want to make sure that you stay inside this gray line right here. So going back to our snow, I like it just a little bit bigger, not too big, not too much. So this is my snow. It's like a little hill of snow. And I don't like this gray line, so I'm going to click on the outside of this line, or this picture right here on the gray line. And I'm going to go to border color, because that's the border of that shape. I go to border color, and I'm going to make it white, because I want white snow. At first you'll see a light blue background or a blue line, but that's just because you're clicked on the shape. Once you click out, you're not going to see it, okay? But that's why you know there's snow right there. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, since I already have my snow, I'm going to work on a background, because you don't want white. The sky is not white. So I'm going to go background here, and I'm going to choose a color. So you go here to color, and you click this. And either most of us do blues for like daytime or black for nighttime. I like this. I'll usually like this gray one, kind of like a gloomy day, like a cloudy or almost nighttime. So now you have a background. It's like a cloudy day. It looks kind of gray. And then you've got some snow. Now, on this snow, I'm going to draw a Christmas tree. So think about a Christmas tree. Christmas trees are tall pine trees, and they have long skinny trunks, and then they have like a triangular shape. So we're going to use something like a long trunk. We're going to color it brown, and then we're going to do some triangles for like our tree branches, and we're going to color those green. So let's get started. And I just want to remind you, the color is up to you. Whatever shade of green you like, whatever shade of brown you like, whatever background you like, daytime, sunny, because Christmas can be in a sunny, hot area. So to draw the Christmas tree, I'm going to go to shapes. Remember, this is the #1 place you need to go. And you go to shapes, and I'm going to pick something that I could use to draw a trunk. So I'm going to pick this rectangle. So with the rectangle, I'm going to draw, I don't know, a tall, skinny trunk. Remember, if you want to extend something, you use the squares. If you want to make it wider, you use little squares on the end. And to flip things around, you use the steering wheel. This one, I call it a steering wheel. Okay, and then I'm going to actually make it a little bit taller and a little bit skinnier, because to me, that's how skinny they look. So since I want to change the color of this shape, I have to click on it. This is not selected. Now it's selected. When you see the blue around it, you've chosen that shape to do something to it. In this case, I want to change the color. So I want to use the paint bucket, which is actually called the fill color. And I click it. I'm going to choose a brown. Now, if the brown you like is not here, you can go to custom, and you can make your own brown, like lighter or darker. And I like that dark brown. And I'm going to leave it at that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to now draw the Christmas tree part of it, the green. Click on shapes. I'm going to select a triangle. I like this triangle. And I'm just going to draw it out here, kind of pick what I like. And then I can mount it on the other shape, and you see that red line? It tells me that this triangle is perfectly centered and aligned with the trunk. So there, it's done. Again, I'm going to take off this gray outline. Oops. This gray outline. So I'm going to go to line, and I'm going to make it transparent. Transparent means invisible, not noticeable. So there's no more line on it. And I'm going to select my shape again and fill in the color with a nice green. See? Now there's a trick here, so you don't have to keep drawing the same shapes over and over. You can right click on the shape you want to copy, and then it says copy, and you can right click again with the middle finger on the cursor, and you can go to paste, and then you've got another shape exactly the same. And once you set it up, you see the red lines. They tell you, ooh, this is perfectly centered in every direction, so you let it go, and now you have another layer of a Christmas tree. And if you would like to do a few more, you just right click and paste, and then you move the shape until you see the red lines, and it tells you that it is perfectly lined up in every direction. You can make your spacing taller. I would kind of make it a little bit even. See how you have this? Okay, and then I would do one more. Just bring it out to the top, center it, make sure it's centered, and there, I'm done with my Christmas tree. It has no lines, and it's good. And of course, everybody's Christmas tree is different. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there, and we'll continue this another day. So we're going to call this video number 1, and then we'll go to video number 2. Thanks, have a great day.